Welcome back to another video. My name is Derek, and today we're going to be taking a look at an Apple Watch Ultra 2. The Apple Watch Ultras are quite difficult to open, but today I'm going to show you how to easily do it. Let's get started. The Apple Watch Ultra 2, this is the 49mm, and removing the displays on these is quite difficult. But something as simple as this piece of plastic makes all of the difference. We will also be using a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, and it goes as follows. I'm going to come in on this side, and I'm going to push down the plastic piece into here. And if you aren't aware of what this plastic sheet is, it is the OCA protector. It's flexible enough, rigid enough, yet thin enough to slide in the gap there. Most razor blades are still too thick to go into this gap. This tool, however, can also get in there. So if you find yourself struggling, putting this in first will allow you to then slide that in second. Now I'm going to take a few drops of isopropyl alcohol, and we're going to let that seep down into the crack there. And now I'm just going to wiggle this back and forth, and what will happen is the plastic will kind of curl up and go under the display so that we can slice the adhesive. There's no gasket on this model, no force touch sensor. It's just adhesive that's holding the screen down. And we're going to slide back and forth and see if we can't get the plastic to slide under the edge. If that's not working, one of the things that you can do is you can cut yourself a little sharp corner, and that way when we go and push it down, we might be able to get into the adhesive a little bit better. There really is no good way to pry these screens out. Eventually you'll feel it kind of slip under there, and you'll see that it's gone down a lot deeper. Then you can work your way around the edge. Sorry for the dirty nails. I just replaced the brake pads on my wife's car. I'm going to add a little bit more isopropyl alcohol, and that'll help kind of lubricate the plastic as we slide it around the corner. And now that I finally know that I've got this whole edge separated, I can take one of these tools and slide it in, and now we can give it some prying pressure as we go around. On this side with the crown, we do have the flex cable for the display, so when and if we do get around to this side, we do need to be careful. And if you're lucky, after maybe only a 5-minute battle, you'll be able to get around a corner. Once you've gotten around a corner, you've got the full side and a corner, you should then be able to finally use a pry tool and get the screen to move. So I'll pry it, and there it pops up. And I'm going to take some isopropyl alcohol now, and we'll kind of add it around the edge. And these screens are fairly rigid, so that once one side comes up, the others break away a lot easier. And then you can get your fingernail under the side, create a gap, and then back to the plastic to slide around and cut down the sides. It's a patience game, really. And you don't want to just rip this screen up, because the flex cable on the display, it starts to get tight at this point. You need the screen to come up and fold over the edge of the watch. Otherwise, you can risk damaging the display flex. So we'll get under that corner with the plastic, and then we'll gently slide, avoiding the flex. And I'm going to take the pry tool, get down on that side, and gently see if we can pop the screen up. And then the watch screen should be free. So what we'll do is we'll lift up the side with the crown. You can see the flex there. And to give ourselves a little bit more play with the screen, I'm going to put a drop on the back of the flex there and gently peel just a little bit of the flex away from the display. And now the screen can sit nicely at a 90-degree angle off to the side. Because unlike the other models, the flex is part of this display. It doesn't go up to some connectors like on previous generations. It has a bracket and screws, so we have to remove the battery in order to get to it. But that is how to open up one of these watches. If you found this useful, like the video and comment down below if you'd like to see a full detailed teardown of the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Thanks a ton for watching. We'll see you in the next video.